Good morning. How are you? All right. Hello, mommy. Let's go. We got energy today. Let's get it. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm going to cut this down just a little. I know I'm shining, but I don't need to be shining, right? All right. How you feeling out there? Happy Saturday. Hope you're doing good. All right. We got the music going already. We're going to vibe it out. Now, I will say for today's class, make sure that you have a block and something like a towel maybe or blanket to put under your knees for your practice today. So grab those items so that you're ready to go. If your accountability buddy, your yoga buddy isn't here, send them the link, wake them up so that they can be involved in the class today. All right. I really like this song. Thank you. It's new. It's a new top. Trying it out today, just for you. All right. We are going to pick the intention card. All right. So yesterday was comfort. If you don't follow along with my daily intentions, I do post in my Instagram story, Yoga with Tianna. I do post it every day, the intention word of the day. So if you care to see the intention word, you will see it there. All right, I'm going to lay the cards out, get the vibe right, get the energy going. And I'm going to pick one that speaks to me. All right. So, I don't pick these cards before because I like to pick them live. Hey, Jackie. Because it's cool to pick them live. I know a lot of people are like, you really pick these cards every day? Yes, I do. It's like, I would say out of the gifts that I get, and I cherish all of the gifts that I get, I got these for Christmas and I use it every day. So, you know how sometimes it's like the little things, right? You can go out and buy like the most expensive thing, and sometimes it's the little things that really count. And these really stuck. All right, so should I go ahead and show you the intention card? All right, today's intention is flexibility. And today we're going to work on being flexible. I already said make sure you have your blocks and make sure that you have your blanket. So that was already something that I said for you to get. Your blanket is going to be for your knees to put down on your yoga mat. Maybe you have wood floors or a hard surface underneath of your yoga mat. This is what you would use that for, just to give you a little extra cushion. If you don't have a blanket, pillow, or something nearby, feel free to just roll up your yoga mat so that you can give yourself a little extra cushion when we get down to on our knees. All right? So let's come to the breath. Have a little comfortable seat. Feel free, if you have a block and you'd like to sit up on your block, you can also do that. Just allow yourself to just come down from the week. Depending on how your week was, if it seemed like it was a long week, dragged on, well, maybe you just need to give yourself that extra moment today to just woosah, compress, and just come to the breath. Maybe you're just waking up, you're rushing, trying to get your yoga mat out. You got a couple seconds. Give yourself that time to just arrive on your mat. We really don't realize that we transition from thing to thing so quickly. We're not even giving ourselves 2 moments to breathe. 2 moments. So sometimes taking that transition before you go to the next thing and just take a second. Just breathe. You will arrive a lot better to that next thing if you just give yourself those little moments in time. All right. Hope I gave you enough time to get yourself settled. And we're going to get started. Any comfortable seat. We're going to inhale in through the nose. Exhale out. Inhaling in. Exhale, letting those shoulders relax. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let your knees relax. Inhale, breathe in through the nose. And on that exhale, just let your hands come down by your sides in line with your fingertips, in line with your hips. Let your body relax here. I'm going to take one more inhale in through the nose. And on that exhale, let that chin come down towards the chest. Let it relax. Still being mindful to keep those shoulders away from the ears. We tend to want to lean forward. Still keeping that chest nice and lifted. We're going to take that chin over to the right side. Maybe look to the right. Feel free to keep your eyes closed if you like. And then take that chin back down and over to the left. Taking it back down. We're going to take that right ear down onto the right shoulder. If it feels comfortable, you can take that arm up overhead. Maybe gently place that hand on your head. Maybe you slept wrong. Maybe you just need to get that stretch in your neck. And on that exhale, release the hand. I'm going to take the chin back up, take it to the opposite side. Again, maybe you need to place that hand gently on the head, not to force it, but just to aid in that stretch. And when you're ready, release. I'm going to bring both hands up overhead. Lift up. Exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. We're going to do that 3 more times as we warm up the shoulders. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring those hands down to heart center. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. We're getting ourselves ready for our practice, knowing that we're going to be flexible to change within our postures, flexible to change in our bodies. Flexibility, maybe you don't want to do exactly what I'm doing, and that's okay. This is your practice. This is your time that you made for you. Give yourself that time. As we open our eyes and unwind, we bring those hands down on the mat, unravel. Let's come to that tabletop position. Taking those hands shoulder distance apart, right underneath the shoulders. We're going to take those knees hip distance, untucking our toes, maybe giving our feet a little tap. Waking those feet up. Maybe we were sitting just a little too long. And then letting our feet relax. As we inhale, we're going to drop the belly down, bring the gaze up, take the shoulders away from the ears. And on that exhale, press into the fingertips, tuck the toes, chin into the chest, let the head relax. Inhale, reverse. This is our cow pose. Exhale for cat. Really arching that spine up, tuck the chin into the chest. We're wrapping those elbows back. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, press into the fingertips. And inhale, reverse. We got one more full cat-cow. Exhale, tuck the chin. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Come back to a nice neutral tabletop position. We're going to round those hips. So make circles with the hips. Releasing the tension from the body. Maybe you can make those circles nice and wide. Maybe the circles are tight. Wherever you are. wherever you are in your practice today, checking in, seeing how your body's feeling with this movement, pausing at the top, going the opposite way. And if there's any postures in today's practice that you feel like, I want to stay here for a little bit, you go ahead. Feel free to do so. It's your practice. Pause at the top when you get there. We're going to take that right foot out behind us. We're going to flex that heel down towards the mat. Stretch out that calf. Still engage in that core. Let's see if we can keep that core nice and tight. Keeping that hip neutral. As we press that heel down towards the earth, we're going to release the knee, bring it back in, give your knees a rock from left to right. Going to do the same thing on the left side, taking that heel down, press the heel down towards the earth. We're going to warm up the body nice and slow today. If you're here in the DMV area, it's all cloudy. There's a storm coming, so we're maybe moving a little slow today. It's all right. Take that knee in, give your hips a rock from left to right. We're going to take that right leg out. Extend the right leg this time. So hover that leg, bring that gaze right down in between your hands, maybe gently right in front of you. Engage your core, lift up. Use that core to lift that leg, flex the toe back towards your body. We're going to take the foot and just let it come to the left side. Let it come here and then let it go back. Let it swing over this way, nice and controlled, and take it back. Let it swing over and take it back. Drop the knee down, give your knee a little rock. We're going to do one more exercise on that right side. So I'm going to come to this side so you'll see me a little bit easier. I'm going to take that right leg, extend it back out. And this time we're going to bring the knee in. So let it hover just a little bit, gently arching in on that spine. And then we're going to take the knee out to the side and let it come down. Take the knee out and let it come down. Again, if you need that blanket, feel free to bring it. Take it out and bring it down. We got 3 more. Taking it out and bringing it down. And 2. And last 1. And release it down. Give your knees a rock from left to right here. We're going to do that same thing on our left side. So I'm going to come this way so you can see me. I'm going to let that leg come out behind us. We're flexing those toes. We're engaging that core. We're light within those fingertips, within those wrists, so heavy on the fingertips. We're going to bring that left leg, swing it over to the right, and take it back. Swing it over to the right, and take it back. And to the right. Taking it back. We got 2 more. To the right, take it back. And last 1. And take it back, lower that knee down, give your knees a rock. We're going to do those knee openers. When you're ready, lift the knee, engage the core, take it out, and lower it down. Take it out, lower it down. 3 more, bring it up, and down. And up for 2, and lower. And up, last 1, and lower. Bring those knees out as wide as your mat. Push back towards the heels for that child's pose. Relax your body here. Let your body surrender into that child's pose. Release the tension on the hands, letting your knees come down, letting your hips soften. Allow your forehead to gently relax on the mat, maybe using that blanket underneath of your head to support your body. Give yourself that moment. And when you're ready, bringing that gaze towards the hand, we're going to bring our hands in towards our body as we come back to that tabletop position. We're going to tuck those toes underneath. Press into the fingertips as we lift the knees for our first downward facing dog. Now, this is our first one of the practice. Feel free to pedal those feet out here. Pedal the knees and move opposite hip. Bend into the knee. So bend down. Move your body. Don't forget to breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to bring those heels to stillness as we push away with the fingertips, maybe putting a slight bend into your knees. This is our first downward facing dog. Pressing away with those hands, bringing that gaze up the leg until we tuck that chin into the chest. And when you're ready, we're going to bring that gaze towards the hands. And we're going to gently walk the feet towards the hands. If walking the feet up is uncomfortable, feel free to walk the feet back. Walk the hands back towards the feet. Wherever you are, the front or back of the mat, we're going to come to a forward fold. Now, maybe invite a small bend into the knee. This is our first one, our first forward fold. Have a small bend into the knee, taking that belly on the thigh, letting your hands relax. Bringing that gaze behind you, tucking that chin into the chest. We're going to grab opposite elbows, allowing those elbows to hinge down towards the earth. Take a moment here. Begin to sway the elbows from left to right. Pressing into the big toes. If it's comfortable, maybe you can start to straighten the legs. I want you to shift that weight into the balls of the feet so you're gently coming forward. As you relax your head down, we're going to shake our head yes and no as we release any more tension left in that neck. Take one more full cycle of breath here. And on that exhale, release those hands back to that forward fold. Whatever that forward fold looks like for you today. On that inhale, press into the feet as we lift ourselves up to an extended mountain, arms overhead. Press into the feet, allow the hands to touch. Maybe we invite a small back bend here. And on that exhale, we bring those hands to stand. We're in our mountain pose. How we're feeling. Check in with your body. See how your body's feeling. We're going to take those feet hip distance apart as we just allow ourselves to just come to that breath. We're in our first standing posture. I want you to bring those arms up overhead. With your right hand, you're going to take your left wrist. And when you're ready, you're going to hinge over to one side. Begin to bring that body over to the side and introduce that side stretch. Remember to lift up through the chest. Maybe turn that gaze up. That's what's going to straighten that body up. And on that inhale, come back to center. We're going to grab opposite wrist and then hinge over to the opposite side. So it doesn't matter whatever side you did. We have two sides. We're going to do them both. And on that exhale, release. Bring those hands back down towards your side. We're coming back to the top of our mat if we're not already. Inhale, bringing those arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to start those sun salutations, warming up the body, bringing those hands to shin for flat back. Planting our hands down on the mat. As we step back, we're first going to come to that tabletop position. Untuck your toes. Allow your body to relax here. When you're ready and you're available, you can begin to bring your chin down towards the mat. So take your chin down first and then bring your body all the way down. Keeping those elbows close towards your ribs. On that inhale, we're just going to push into the hands, just lifting the head, activate that lower back. Bringing that gaze nice and softly in front of you. Our gaze is our drishti points. So you will hear me say drishti points throughout the practice. On that exhale, lower your head back down. We're going to tuck those toes as we shift the weight in the tabletop position and all the way up for our downward facing dog. Now that was our first flow. So feel free if you'd like to just push back to that downward facing dog. It's completely up to you. It's your practice. Bringing that gaze towards the hands, walk the feet towards your hands. forward fold. On that inhale, bring those arms overhead. Extended mountain. Exhale, going right back into it with that forward fold. Flat back. Planting the hands down on the mat. Now again, you have that option to just push back to that downward facing dog. If not, we're going to flow through. If you're flowing through, elbows in, upward facing dog if it's available to you today. And then pushing back, lifting through the hips to the downward facing dog. We all meet here together. We're going to bring that gaze down towards our toes as we walk the gaze up the legs, taking 2 breaths. Tucking that chin into the chest. On that inhale, come to your forward fold, whatever forward fold is available at the front or back of your mat. On that inhale, bring those arms up overhead, extended mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Flat back here. Plant your hands down, step back and flow. I am already very warm, so I hope you're getting warm. We're flowing through. Press away with the hands. We all meet in that down dog. Walking that gaze up the leg. Tucking that chin into the chest. Bringing that gaze towards the hand. If you're feeling jumpy today and you'd like to jump, put a bend into the knees and jump forward into that forward fold. If not, feel free to walk forward. This is your practice. On that inhale, bring those arms up overhead. On that exhale, forward fold. This is our last one. Let's make it count. Hands to shin for flat back. Planting those hands down on the mat. Step back and flow. I will meet you in the downward facing dog. All right. We're warming up now. We all meet here in our down dog, walking our gaze up our leg, tucking that chin into the chest. And on that inhale, again, if you're feeling like you like to jump, feel free. Put a bend into the knee. Jump forward, forward fold. And on that inhale, bring those arms all the way up overhead. Extended mountain, let the hands touch. Bring that gaze and that drishti up towards the hands. Just allow yourself to come here in that breath as you have those hands overhead together. Relax the shoulders away from the ears, press into the toes. And on that exhale, let those hands come down nice and gently into your mountain pose. All right, come back to your breath. Hope you're doing all right. I know you're doing good. I know you are. All right, just let your body relax here. Come back to that breath. Back to that flexibility, right? It's not even just being flexible in the body, it's being flexible in the mind. We have to think it first before we see it. As we stand here in our mountain pose at the top of our mat, stand here nice and proud. We're going to inhale. We're going to bring that right arm up overhead. So just taking that arm up overhead, feel that stretch. And on that exhale, lower that hand, bring up the left. And lower down. Come into that forward fold, taking both hands down. Maybe taking the hands behind the calves. Just allowing that body to fold. Going to plant the hands down as we step the right foot back. Come down onto that back knee. Untuck that back toe. Come up into that low lunge. I want you to bring both arms up overhead. As we set that drishti point directly in front of us, right in our line of sight, check in with those shoulders. Are those shoulders away from the ears? Are the hands nice and soft? That gaze is forward. We're not straining our neck. We maybe have a pillow or a blanket underneath of our knees if we need it. We're checking in with that knee. Is that knee right over our ankle? Check in with your body. We're going to inhale, look up towards the sky. On that exhale, we're going to bring those hands down to goalpost arms as we lift through the chest. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, bring the chest high, arms to goalpost arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come back up. Come off to the side so you can see me. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, take it up. Very nice. Bring it down. And back up. 2 more. Taking it down. And back up. Last one. And bring it back up. Lift through the hands. Bring those arms down to frame the foot. Tuck that back toe. We're going to step back into that downward facing dog. Press away with the hands. Take a moment here as you walk your gaze up your legs. And on that inhale, we're going to bring that left knee up towards the top of the mat. Well, actually, no, we need to do the other one. So let's bring the right leg forward because we're bringing the left leg back. All right, we're on to the other side. So again, wherever you are, just allow that body to just relax here. Check in with your knee. We're in that low lunge. Take those arms up overhead. That drishti point is forward. Relaxing your body. Check in with those shoulders, making sure that those shoulders are away from your ears. Just allowing your body to soften. And on that exhale, we're going to bring those hands to goalpost arms. Bring the chest up high. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, lower down, lift the chest and take it back up. And lift the chest. Take it back up. 2 more just like that. Lift through the chest and take it back up. And last one, lift through the chest and take it back up. We're going to bring those hands down, framing the foot. Step the foot back, come to that downward facing dog. Give your body a moment here. Maybe pedal out the feet if that's comfortable. Walk the gaze up the leg. Press away with the fingers, tucking that chin into the chest. On that exhale, bring those knees down nice and wide. You're going to come to that child's pose. So just let your body relax here, wherever you are. Give yourself a moment. As you bring that gaze down towards the forehead, you gaze down towards your mat. Just give your body that moment. Walking those hands out in front. Walking your hands over to the right side. Feel that stretch along your side body. And then over to the left. Bringing that gaze back and those hands back to center. We're going to walk our hands back towards our head. Gently lift up. Shift that weight back towards our heels. Now, if it's too uncomfortable here, feel free to wrap that pillow behind you. If not, place the block. We're going to bring those hands behind us as we gently bring that gaze up. Now, you can lift up into this posture if you like. If you'd like to take this a little bit deeper, you can lift through the hips. Lift the chest up. Really pressing away. Lifting up, we're engaging the quads. Release the tension on the neck as you lift up. Remembering not to put too much pressure into the wrist. This isn't about your hands. And on that exhale, lower those hips down. We're going to come over to the side of our mat. So turn your body off to the side. Again, take that pillow, place it under your knees. We're going to take our right leg out. So take that right leg out off to the side. See if you can line up the knee and the foot to be in a line. Then we're going to take that left hand in line with our knee. Lift your body up. So lift through the chest, lift through the hips. See if you can bring that arm up overhead. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling. Stack your shoulders one on top of the other. Keep breathing. And on that inhale, let's see if we can lift our body up. Maybe up towards a T. Readjust where you need to. We're going to drop that right hand, take that left arm up overhead as we stretch off to the side. Feel that stretch, feel that opening of your side body. On that exhale, we're going to bring those arms back to a T. Now feel free, readjust wherever you need to. I'm actually going to bring this knee out just a little bit more. Lower the hand, bring it back over. And take it back up. I'm going to do that 3 more times. Lower it down, take it over. And back up. Lowering it down. And back up. Back down. And up. Last one, lower down. And bring it back up. We're going to take that arm all the way back down till it touches the mat. Taking that right arm back up towards the ceiling. If you're stable here and you'd like to try and be a little bit more flexible, feel free to lift that right leg off the ground. As you lift that right leg, engage the core, flex the toe, and on that exhale, lower that leg back down. Give yourself a breath. On that exhale, come back to that tabletop position. Give your hips a rock from left to right. All right, you ready for the other side? We have the other side to do. Yes, we do. All right, so take that left leg out to the side. Pinky toe edge of the foot is on the mat. Taking that foot, see if you can get it in line with your knee. Take that right hand, again, taking that right hand in line with our knee as well. Lift up through the chest, bring that left arm up overhead. Lift through, bring that gaze towards your hand, towards the ceiling, stacking your shoulders, lift through the chest. Just take a moment here to breathe. And when you're ready, we're going to lift off, bring those hands to a T as we straighten up our body. Again, we're anchoring ourselves down onto that knee and down onto that pinky toe edge of our foot. Just relax yourself here. Lower down that left hand as we bring that right arm up overhead. Feel that stretch overhead. This feels really good on that side body. Just opening up our bodies. Bring our hands back to a T. And side stretch again. And back to a T. Side stretch. We got 3 more. And back to the T. Side stretch. And T. Last one, side stretch. And to a T. We're going to take that hand down, keeping that left arm up overhead. And if you'd like to try that flexibility on this side, you can lift the left leg, let it hover, engage the core, flex the toes back towards your body. Lift up through the chest. Engage here. Take one more full cycle of breath. And then lower that leg back down. Take a breather. And then come back to that tabletop position. Give yourself a rock here from left to right. All right, we're going to bring ourselves up. Lift up onto your knees. Again, if you need that blanket, feel free to have that blanket underneath you. We're going to bring those hands right behind us. I'll come over to the side so that you can see me. We're going to press those hips forward, bringing those elbows back, allowing those shoulder blades to connect. Push through the hips. Keep pressing. Maybe you can get those shoulders to touch a little bit more. And on that exhale, come forward. Bringing those arms up. Exhale, lower those hands back down. We're going to tuck those toes and we're going to lift up. So this is our somewhat downward facing dog on the side of our mat. We're still on our side. And then walk your hands to center. So walk your hands and your feet to the center of your mat. Come to a forward fold. Release the hands down by your side. Relax the chin. Relax your shoulders. On that inhale, nice and slow, one vertebrae at a time, we're beginning to lean, come back up to that mountain pose. Just our regular mountain pose, arms can stay down. Nice and slow as we curl up, that head is going to come up last. Relaxing here in that mountain pose. Take a step out. Bring your feet out nice and wide. So those heels are going to actually be in and our toes are going to be out just a little. So readjust your body wherever you need to in this posture. I'm going to bring those arms up overhead. Lift up. Reach up through the chest. On that exhale, wide forward fold, hinge forward. Let those hands come all the way down. Relax your feet. Press into that big toe for stability. Let your head come down. If you feel like you can get a little bit deeper into this stretch, feel free to heel toe your feet out wide. If you'd like to put a bend into the knee to get your body down, that's also good. Whatever feels good for your body. Let your head relax. Maybe you can get that head a little bit lower towards the earth. Taking those hands right underneath your head, we're going to press into the fingertips as we come to a wide flat back here. And on that exhale, lower your body back down. We're going to take that right hand right underneath of our head to the center of our body. Lift that left arm up overhead. Side angle stretch here. Side stretch. We have those legs out nice and wide, keeping us anchored. Bring that gaze up towards the ceiling with that arm overhead. On that exhale, lower that hand down. We're going to come to the opposite side, bringing that arm up overhead. So that right arm comes up. We bring that gaze up towards the hand. Keep breathing. And on that exhale, lower the head back down, lower the hand, arms. Lower your head, come back into that forward fold. Maybe you can get a little lower this time, wherever you are. And on that inhale, we're going to lift up, flat back, come up into the fingertips. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands down as we heel toe our feet back together. Back into that forward fold with our feet together. On that inhale, bring the gaze up, arms up overhead, extended mountain, press into the toes, bring those arms up overhead, hands to touch. Exhale, take those hands down, mountain pose. Shake it out. All right, shift that weight into your right foot. Set your drishti point. Now, we talked about a drishti point. Set that drishti point directly in front of you, something that isn't moving. Don't look at me. We're going to set that drishti point as we bring that gaze towards the center of whatever, something that's not moving. Set that foot. We're going to turn that left foot out to the side. Now feel free, you can take that heel right over your ankle and you can stay here. If not, you can always lift that foot up. As long as you lift it below or above your knee, you're totally fine. We're focusing on a little bit of balance here as we set that drishti point. Feel free, if you'd like to hold on to a wall, readjust. It's okay. And when you're ready, you can take those hands to heart center as you balance here within that tree pose, pressing into that standing leg. On that inhale, maybe you take those arms up, growing your branches. It's okay if the branches sway, totally fine. Take one more breath. And on that exhale, you can begin to bring the hands down and lower the foot, shake it out. That was good. All right, let's come to the other side. So we're shifting that left foot down, setting that drishti point, something right in front of us, turning that right foot out. Take that heel in, take it to the top of that ankle. It's all right if you're here, that's totally fine. If you need a wall, feel free. Take that foot up, below the knee, or if you'd like to take it above the knee, wherever you are. Now, our bodies are not symmetric. One side may be a little better than the other. Totally fine. Take those hands to heart center. And if you're ready and you'd like to grow your branches, feel free. Grow your branches up. You see, some days is better than others, even with me. Grow those branches. Maybe the branches sway. It's all right. That's life. And on that exhale, lower your hands down, lower your feet, shake it out. Very good. Let's come back to the top of our mat. We're going to take those feet out nice and wide. Now we've already started to move those hips. We opened up those hips with that tree pose. Let's do a little bit more. Bring those arms up overhead. On that exhale, bring those hands to heart center as we bring those hands to prayer. Lower the body down, squat down wherever you are. Now, maybe you're here. That's okay. Squat here. If you'd like to lower those hips a little bit lower, that's fine. On that exhale, plant the hands, forward fold. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. So we're going to do a flow that's just like that. So exhale, lower the hands to prayer, squat down wherever you are, hold wherever you are, and then exhale, forward fold, and inhale, bring those arms up overhead. So we're going to do that a little bit faster. Bring the hands to heart center, squat, hold, fold, lift up. All right. Hands to heart center, squat, fold, and lift up. Exhale, squat down, give it a little hold, and fold, and lift. Exhale, squat down. We're not going to hold. We're going to fold and lift. And now exhale, squat. Now we hold and fold and lift. I literally just made that up, you guys. I literally just made it up. Exhale, squat. Don't hold. We're fold and lift. Last one, we're going to come and squat and hold and fold and lift. Very nice. Exhale, bring those hands down. We're in that wide forward fold. Rock the hips from left to right. Literally just made that up. I don't know if it's a thing. All right. As we exhale, we're going to put a bend into the knees. Bring ourselves all the way down onto our mat. We're seated. We are seated. Give yourself a pat on the back. All right. Bring those feet to the top of the mat. We're going to inhale, lift up through the chest. Engage that core. See if you can get that chest towards the knee. As you lift up, on that exhale, lower those hands down, hug the knees. Maybe you use that to tuck the tailbone in, and then maybe rock back. Give your body a rock. Come on back. Hug those knees in. Give your body a rock from left to right. Rock out that lower back. I know it needs it. We did a lot of squatting. We did a lot of gate poses. So that really is going to be helpful. We're going to lower down that right leg. Hugging that left leg. This time we're going to cross over. So we're going to open up that knee. Hugging that foot. So hugging your foot. Maybe you can still hug the knee wherever you are. Just going to give that foot a little love. I'll turn to the side so you can see me. Now I want you to just bring that knee back. So bring that knee back in towards the chest. If you can hug the foot with both hands, that's fine. Just want to relieve tension and stress from that psoas. So we don't really get a chance to bring that knee back. And on that exhale, release the leg, hug the knee back in, give it a little rock. Rock the ankle out, roll it out, go the opposite way. We're going to swap out, hug the right knee in, lower down the left, give it a little rock. And then turn, bring that foot toward your head, turn the knee out, hug that knee in. Taking that foot towards our chest. Allowing our body to soften. Allow those shoulders to soften. We're just taking that knee in towards our body. You're not going to feel a lot of pressure here on the hip. Maybe if you'd like to hug the foot with both hands. And then when you're ready, hug that knee back into the chest. We're going to roll out the ankle. Go the opposite way. And then release that leg down. Just give your body a full stretch. Taking those hands overhead, flex and point the toes, move them out. And on that exhale, I want you to hug the knees into the chest, hug the knees and give your body a rock from left to right. Bring those feet up towards the sky, flex the toes back towards your head. Allow that lower back to be completely on the mat. So I don't want that lower back to be off the mat at all. We're going to take our hands out to a T. Put a bend into the knees, hug the knees in towards the chest, as close as you can get it. We're going to rock the knees from left to right, as if our knees were a gentle windshield wiper. Place the palms down to give you a little bit of leverage to be able to rock those knees from left to right. Feel that lower back. Just start to relax. Maybe if you want to go a little bit deeper where it just holds here and then go to the other side. Maybe introducing some of that core work. You can hold down and then come to the other side. We got about 3 more breaths, so whatever's comfortable for you, as fast or as slow as you like. These feel really good on the lower back, so it's really good to do as many that feel comfortable. Taking a moment here and pausing, bringing those knees back in towards the chest. We're going to bring those feet up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to do that same thing, just bringing our feet from side to side. So bring the feet over to the side and then over to the other side, making those little rocks. And I'll turn. So placing those hands down is going to give you that leverage so that you're not rolling over. Engage your core. Rock the feet from left to right. Keep going. Take 2 more breaths. Go as fast or as slow as you'd like to go. And when you're ready, coming back to stillness, feet back at the top. Hug those knees in towards the chest. Give it a rock from left to right. Whew. I'm going to take those feet down, knees bent. Walk those heels in towards your glute. We're going to lift up for our bridge pose, placing those fingertips anywhere towards the heels or walking those elbows in if the fingertips don't touch. We're going to lift through the hips as we bring the hips up high, press into the feet, lift up, readjust your body. We're not straining our neck at all, allowing those shoulder blades to stay on the mat as you lift those hips up high. Press into that big toe, engage your quads, lift the booty up. So engage those glutes. Keep breathing. See if you can lift up just a little bit higher. And on that exhale, lower your body down. Let that lower back come on in contact with the mat. Give your knees a little rock from left to right. Oh, that felt great. We got one more. All right, let's do one more. One more. All right, walk those heels in. Get your body right. Toes are going to be towards the front. And then lift the hips. Press into the feet. Lift the hips up. Press down into that big toe. Engage the glutes. Engage the quads. Lift up. If you'd like to interlace those fingers underneath, and that's in your practice, gently stacking the shoulders, you're welcome to do that as well as you lift those hips up. Keep going. And on that exhale, if you have the hands interlaced, release the hands, lower the booty on down, and hug the knees into the chest. Give it a rock from left to right. Whew, that felt amazing. We're going to lower that right leg. Just let it hover. And then the left swatch. Going to switch it out. And then switch it again. One more switch. And then hug that left knee in. So both knees in. Let the knees come over to one side. Supine twist here. Palms are up. Turn the gaze away from the knees. Feel that stretch on your hip. If you'd like to take the hand that's closer to the thigh onto your thigh, you're welcome to. Just as a reminder to keep those knees together as much as possible, stacked on each other. On your exhale, release any tension from your hip. Let your shoulders relax. Soften your fingers. Take one more full cycle of breath here. And on that exhale, release the hands. We're going to take those knees back up to center. Hug the knees into the chest. And then bring them over to the opposite side. Turn that gaze away from your knees. Maybe taking the hand that's closer to the thigh or onto your thighs. Keeping those knees stacked. Release the tension from your thighs and your hips. Maybe even those fingers. Just let your body soften. Let your body relax here. And when you're ready, release the hand. Take those knees back into center. Hug them in. Give them a little rock. And as we bring them up towards the ceiling, we gently lower them down, nice and slow. Maybe we engage that core on the way down. Taking those arms overhead if you'd like. Lowering our body all the way down till we reach the mat. Oh, taking a moment here just to relax. Taking in our practice. And when you're ready, we're going to begin to get into that final Shavasana pose, that final resting pose of our practice. So maybe taking those hands down by our side, palms up, or one hand onto your heart and one hand onto your belly, letting your body just connect. Take that moment, inhale in through the nose, exhale, open mouth. That felt good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, let it out. Very nice. Coming back to the breath, the rise and the fall of the chest. Back to our intention, that flexibility. Maybe we are thinking about flexibility in the body, but again, there's flexibility in the mind. Flexibility with others. Sometimes we just want it our way and we're not flexible. Myself included in that group of thinking sometimes, where we only think one way, but maybe there's other ways to think. Maybe being flexible to the thoughts of others. Not knowing that maybe when we open up our thought and our minds and someone else's way of thinking, maybe it might turn out okay. So just know that flexibility just doesn't exist in the body, in the physical. Oh, we let that sink in. Some days are better than others. As we release the tension, starting at the crown of our head, noticing if our brows are together, just releasing that tension in between our eyes. Unclenching our jaw, relaxing our tongue, letting our shoulders relax and melt away into the mat. Letting our spine relax. Fingers are soft. Hip is relaxed. Our knees, ankles, and toes are heavy on the mat. Letting the earth underneath of us support us, rising up. With every exhale, we just let our body just sink and melt away into the mat. We don't have to hold on to anything. We just let it go. Our thoughts of the week, our stresses of the week. Exhale and let it go, release. Let your body relax here. As we come back to our breath, back to that slow heart rate. We're going to take a few more breaths in silence as we seal that intention. And when you're ready, gently inviting movement and awareness back into your body by wiggling your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, no rush, hugging those knees into your chest. One at a time, gently rolling over to one side that's comfortable. Cradling your head if you need to. Just let your body take up space. Don't be in a rush to curl yourself into a ball. Take up all the space that you need. And when you're ready, using that top hand to push yourself back up, to any nice comfortable seat that's available to you. Taking those hands to heart center, our thumbs into our chest. I want you to thank yourself for waking up this morning and making that time for you today to get down on your mat and have that time just for you. Thank your body for showing up, letting you practice today. I thank you for allowing me to share my practice with you. I hope that you take this energy, this flexibility with you off the mat and onto your day and share it with others. If you don't do anything else today, check. You accomplished something. Enjoy your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for the practice today. I hope you enjoyed it. Give yourself a little rock, a little hug. Oh, you made it. I'm proud of you. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the chat how you enjoyed it. Hey, Crystal. Hey, Magic Shack. I hope you're doing well. Okay, you're doing yoga in front of the passengers. All right. Make sure that you tell all the passengers about the yoga class. They can do some yoga before they get ready to travel. If you enjoyed the practice, feel free to give it the thumbs up. And then also share it with people. Let people know how you enjoy the practice, because that's how we keep this thing going. That's how we keep it going. Jackie, yes, you did. You did good. All right. Hope you enjoyed it. Yay. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you. I enjoyed this. It's been April, so we're in May, June, July. Oh, it's been 4 months. 4 months. I think it's almost been 4 months, almost to the date that we started this. We started it April 26th, I believe. So, hey, Crystal, I'm glad you enjoyed it. We've been going at it, and I love it. I love it. I love this. I love that we're able to still connect, even virtually. And we have a 30-day yoga challenge that's getting ready to start in September. Every day in September will be yoga. So 30 days in September, 30 days of yoga. It's going to post every morning at, I guess we'll do it at 6 o'clock, just in case we have some people who are in other countries that want to practice early. Depending on your schedule, it's going to post every morning at 6 o'clock. So you have the whole day to do it. So get your accountability buddy, get your yoga buddy, and tell them about the 30-day yoga challenge. So that's going to be starting in September. September 1st is going to be the first day. Every day we're going to have yoga. So hope that you can do it. 30 days. Yes, 30 days. You can do it. You can do it. 30 days of yoga. So share it with other people. Let everyone know that we're going to have 30 days of yoga. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn about yourself. And we're not going to do intention words every day. We're going to do mantras every day. So every day is going to be a different mantra. So we will have a mantra that we go through every single day. I can't wait to do it. I'm excited about it. I have already planned out what we're going to do. I've been so excited. So I'm just happy that I can share that with you. So 30 days of yoga. Feel free to let everyone know. I hope you enjoy your day, and I will see you in the next video. Videos post Monday and Wednesday, as well as this class on Saturday. So have a great one, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Have a good one.